See Titan, Momon getting hyped, Nyek as well, and we are going to be getting into this match. It looks like it is going to be starting, Anders. This is it to settle it all, the dispute between these two teams, the new rosters, and this tournament all in one. But LDLC starting on the T side, and they're speeding up straight for A. It looks like they're going to go for the full-out YOLO play and just try for the all-out aggression. Apex is about to peek, and he's going to get a face full of Glock.
Oh, but he has the USPS, and he actually takes one with him. That's pretty impressive, but it doesn't stop LDLC. SmithZz is going to pick off Maniac, and now they should have a good chance to plant. I'm not sure why they're peeking, but the middle flank there from Happy. He was all along in there in existence. We'll be able to take him down. It's still a 2-on-3, and SmithZz is so low on health that there's still a chance, a little bit of a chance here for LD or for Titan, and they have actually a lot of grenades with them.
Now, this is a very dangerous situation here. If they could manage to land a couple of these nades, I mean, the flashes, the smoke going in, and there you go. Existence needed to land that shot on SmithZz. SmithZz peeking when he was so low. It's suicide, and they're going to get another kill here, potentially. KQLY's going to get down, and there you have it. LDLC and BK managing to pick up one of those, but they do survive, and that is the start they were looking for. They showed that they can actually win these rounds.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing, I think, that Titan didn't decide to use that smoke on either the main entrance or towards Squeak Door. It seemed like there would have been an opening. The rest of the flashbangs, I'm not sure they would have had to throw them, because you can really easily get killed on the pistol if you get caught with a flashbang out. But the one smoke, I think that would have been a good move right there, just to even the odds a little bit. But on the Titan side, actually a bunch of scouts here, SmithZz in hand, and only 2 people with armor, and then the 1 grenade here. It's actually going to be brilliant. Oh no! How did that not do more damage?
Nice dodge. LDLC saw it coming. They knew what was happening, and they managed to get out of the way in time, but this is going to be the overlap here. Maniac trying to click him away, and he's going to get one. Apex steps in with the scout. He's looking for another shot, but he's going to get flanked, and this is going to get it dangerous. There it is. NBK lands that, and this is going to be a 3-on-2 situation, but they're doing pretty good damage here, Titan. This is scary. Existence steps in, now manages to pick up enough, and the remaining members for LDLC are all low on HP. This scout could be lethal.
Yeah, he needs 1 click on each. And they started off that way in the 1-on-3 as well, but he's not going to get it. Happy will finally end it, and he actually keeps holding down mouse 1. Just absolutely sure he's not going to resurrect himself in that position. So, straight into the 3rd round, and LDLC, they needed a start. I still don't think this is enough. I still think we're looking for the power play moment. We're looking for the point in time when, you know, JW aces a whole team just in an LDLC form here.
Well, that moment is going to be the 4th round bye, pretty much, I think. If LDLC can live through that first bye round from Titan, that's going to be the turning point. That's when we're really going to have a match on our hands. Shoxie with that MP7 is picking up frags. SmithZz is going to get one as well. And that MP7 is a perfect buy here. Seeing as how Titan don't have the Kevlar, that's when that gun really becomes powerful. Doesn't do too much damage versus armor, but when you're getting kills on unarmored targets, that's $600 each frag. That's a lot of money in his pocket.
It even works for sniping, apparently, long range there.
MP7 is great. I wish more people picked that up, actually. That should be like the go-to gun along with the Bison.
It's a horrible abomination of what should have been an MP5. Apex here in a 1-on-5, and he's going to get found as well. Gets taken down right there. So a flawless round from LDLC, and that's a good start. Now they need to keep soldiering on.
Be the best you can be. Well, now we find out if LDLC can today. And this is going to be that first hurdle, Anders. Well, they got the pistol round out of the way. They survived the 2nd round as well. I mean, there's like so many hurdles that Titan are throwing up. But here we go, Titan. Now they have Kenny with that AWP. He's going to have that sniper rifle, and he's already scoped up, looking. He's going to try the shot, the Chris J shot, the reverse Chris J. That's what he's going for right there.
I think it's going to be a while before anyone tops what Chris J did. He did a double kill through that wall there. That's
the double headshot.
All right, so some wall banging going on here, and SmithZz actually does have an AWP on the terrorist side as well. A lot of grenades already being used from Titan. They actually have no armor on Kenny either, so this is very far from a complete buy. Apex already very low on health, and SmithZz will take him down. Nice teamwork. Headshot on Maniac leaves the A-bomb site just to Kenny, and he's going to pick up the first kill on SmithZz. He's still alive. He has scopes up, but the smoke is making it really hard, but true Kenny style. Not backing off from the smoke, but going aggressive on it. Not many oppers are going to try this, and he's going to hear them running back from it. That should be a... Yeah, look at Titan. They're already making the rotation. This is... Kenny's giving them a lot just by listening.
Exactly. Him staying alive like this. He's spotted out Shoxie now as well. Existence is going to be on high, so they do have that crossfire potential there on the B site. But there's the headshot from kioshima. Existence is gone. This is a 4-on-2, and it's only KQLY standing in their way here on the site. kioshima with another entry frag, and it's Kenny. He manages to step in and finally remove the player. He's looking for another shot, though, and he's in a 1v3.
Yeah, he realized he's getting flanked as well. They can't really win this. He's going to go down to shoxie. So very nice attempt from Kenny. Again, he's just a pillar of this team. There's no doubt, not just with the kills, but with the forward position and listening for them to fall back. Titan could have actually got into a position quick enough, but with headshots like the ones that LDLC brought to the table, it's really hard to stay alive, and that is going to be that crucial 4th round. So 4-0, and a nice start from the LDLC team.
And NBK waking up, he's got 6 frags right now. So, you know, when we say that we've been a little let down by his level of play so far in this final, certainly making up for it now, leading the charge for his team. And this is going to be an anti-eco situation, although Existence with the Deagle steps in and finds the headshot on shoxie. That's going to be a good start there for Titan, but they still have to weather the storm. LDLC still have so many rifles to play with here.
Yeah, that's really great. More kills coming in from Titan is what they need. When they only have pistols here, they just got to try and take as many rifles away. And also, oh, Maniac with a 2nd kill here. They got to keep going. Now they actually have to commit to this push, and Kiyoshima will pick up 2 important kills, and BK also with the one, and Kenny alone is going to get shot down. So that is good, but I feel like even though LDLC are off to a really good start here, as long as Titan keep landing some shots every once in a while, it is hard for the LDLC team as a sort of collective unit to start really building confidence. They still, I think they're very, very much in the red right here when it comes to confidence.
Well, I'm looking to Kioshima here. This is the guy, man. He is already managing to pick up frags and get some momentum going his way, and he made the difference for his team at the time, Epsilon, at Gamescom. It would be sick for him to have a big performance here to give his team the confidence. And he certainly can. He's absolutely capable of it. But SmithZz so far has taken a bit of damage to start. And LDLC just looking to see if they can't get in control of mid. Not much of a defense put up here by Titan either. They're deciding to play passively back towards the site, although they have pushed into A main. LDLC now going to flash their way out and get control here. This is going to open up some channels for them to get onto these sites.
Yeah, double up on the other side, and one of them is on Ken. He's going to take down Shox, and KQLY has the other one. So if KQLY's going to bring his Dust 2 game right onto Cash here, well, we kind of know what's in store. And now would be a good time to do it, right? 5-0 is not the end of the world, but if we start getting into 6 and 7 territory, I think that's when Titan got to be worried.
Yeah, exactly right. And this is, I mean, LDLC are going to be a little bit rattled here, so they know that Kenny has it, but if KQLY gives it away as well, if they decide to go to the other side of the map and run into another AWP, they're going to know what strategy Titan are running. Last time we saw this, it was way too effective. Kenny lands the shot on NBK, and Apex will find Kioshima as well. This is falling apart for LDLC. Happy and SmithZz are still alive, but they're both low on HP. And it's a full Titan roster that they're trying to pick off at this point. There's SmithZz removing KQLY.
And probably an unnecessary peek from KQLY because the bomb is all the way out there, so he didn't have to take that fight. But SmithZz is going to go down anyway here, and Kenny with a bit of an assist, and the last kill goes in for Titan. So 5-1. So the big question, Semler, is... I mean, I don't think it happens yet, but at some point, the thought of what happened on the first map is going to start creeping back into LDLC's mind. They got to try and ward off that negative feeling for as long as possible. That's the goal right here for the terrorist side. They're still feeling happy, no doubt about what's going on here, but if they start losing 2 or 3 rounds in a row right now, that's going to be a problem. Apex just walking in, no flashbang in fact, just straight walks in, tries to catch someone off guard. Kenny missing a shot, now he's actually trapped. They're going to come in from main, and oh no, there's no time for that for Titan here. Maniac's going to hold the bomb site on his own. Backup is actually right there, so he's got a little bit of a chance, but he's going to get found by NBK.
Yeah, they're really hunting him down right now. Quick rotation coming in here from Titan. Existence is already on the site, and they may not realize it. At LDLC, don't check the back corner. Existence gets a freebie and stops that plant, but he loses his teammate in the process, and he is now the last man alive here for Titan. He gets overwhelmed, and LDLC will break Titan. Titan take 1 round, LDLC bounce right back, and this is going to have severe consequences on Titan's money. They're going to have a real tough time getting a bye, although they did have a perfect round that 1-1, so they may actually have a little bit, just enough here to get a bye, but it does look like they're going to float on it and just go for an eco.
Well, and if we bring up the scoreboard real quick, actually, just to see, yeah, so KQLY actually hasn't picked up a kill yet at the beginning of the 8th round here, so that's worth pointing out as well, considering how well he performed on Dust 2. Titan need all their members, obviously, to be alive right now.
He has been going into like rotation roles, right, where he's trying to get over onto that A side. It doesn't feel like LDLC have really given him too much attention at B. You know, he needs a little bit of that TLC, and he's about to get it, although this isn't the right kind. NBK just going to hunt Existence down. KQLY's still alive on this site. He's trying to put some shots through. Rotation has come in from Titan, and they fully commit to the defense on this site.
Yeah, there's so much time left for LDLC. They could back up, but they're just going to double up with the aggression. Apex is falling, and Kenny's going to be pushing through the smoke. He did get a parting shot on Kiyoshima. Doesn't make a big difference here. So 7-1, and a very strong start here for LDLC. No doubt about that. 14-1-2 for MBK.
This is everything right now for LDLC. They're on the least favorite side of this map as well, and they're showing that they are capable of carrying momentum and really just busting through Titan right now. So Titan, they're going to have another buy round here, and this is the duel. Kenny S, he gets caught by SmithZz.
Yeah, but SmithZz actually did get hit anyway, so that was, you know, the difference between a headshot and a leg shot right there. Very close. SmithZz actually almost hitting that shot through, but he can wall going through that door. So no, that wall. Now MBK charging for the fire, and he's going to get shot down by Apex. Titan, they have to stand their ground here and now. 8-7 wouldn't be too bad. And Existence is going to take down Happy. Next in line is kioshima, and it's shoxie and SmithZz. And they're going to fall in checkered. They won't make it out here.
They're going one at a time here, LDLC. What in blazes are they about? They're walking in one at a time onto this site, and Titan are knowing now that LDLC, they aren't really trying to be cheeky with any kind of fakes. As soon as they show themselves, usually that's pretty much the site that they're going to wind up on, right? So Titan are rotating over. They're not wasting any time with the rotation. So LDLC kind of like running in one at a time certainly isn't going to help things when 3 guys are there waiting for them. So we have to see if that's going to be, I mean, if they're going to be able to even that out. There was a bit of an opportunity missed there by LDLC as well, seeing as how Titan were so low on money. If they won that round, Titan are back to ecoing, and then LDLC just continue on with the momentum. But now Titan have bought themselves a little bit of breathing room here, and they've got the double up again.
What they have. That's perfectly reasonable. Cash is a decent map for doing that. Are they going to try for that stack up in the bomb site or the boost up? Yeah, they will. So they're boosting inside. You can actually boost where the smoke is put up as well and look over it. And look at SmithZz. He's well aware of it. This is something that we saw Dignitas do when they were playing it. And it worked really well. But it's nice to see that SmithZz is actually aware that that could have even happened. So a little bit of game awareness on either side here.
They know. These are tricks, right? These are tricks that these players are going to be aware of as well. They know, both of these teams know each other so well, because if you're just tuning in, they were all practically on the same team together like 3 weeks ago, basically. So that's how new these teams are. They've just been reshuffled around. So LDLC, they're out for blood. KQLY's going to get that frag, though. Manages to pick up NBK. And look at SmithZz. He knows exactly. But KQLY gets another kill. Takes out shoxie lurking at the B site.
Well, Kenny dies, and so it's still not over yet. But it's nice to see KQLY step it up here after being on 0 for a while. Get back into the game and make his name known again. So 3-on-4, got 30 seconds left. It's not a lot, but the opening on KQLY may be going to make a big difference here. Long-range shot from Apex is going to take down kioshima. And now 20 seconds left. This is very little time to try and get into a bomb site. SmithZz running and gunning, somehow going to take down Apex, and Maniac picks up the one and a second one here with the FAMAS. Very nicely done. And you have to imagine that SmithZz is going to be a little bit annoyed because he spent half the game or half that round just looking at where Maniac was up there, and he couldn't find him.
Yeah, and his position, the way that he was coming into that site as well off the short, that's the kind of position that actually negates Maniac's boost spot, because obviously you're going to see him if you come up from that angle. So SmithZz turns away and starts to look at CT right when he would have started to see Maniac. Unfortunately, that's the way it plays out. Unfortunately for LDLC, Titan are going to be very pleased with the results here. LDLC still have enough money to go for a force, but this has definitely got to be them scraping the bottom of the barrel. They've got Happy on a CZ75.
Yeah. But it's a good idea for them to do this force anyway, just because Titan is not far off of Nico either. So they know that. And it's a sick headshot coming into it. NBK takes down Apex all the way at the back of the site. Maniac looking for a refrag, and he's going to get it. Kenny helping out over from Chalk, and a second shot being put in by Kenny. That smoke doesn't even bother him. And Maniac actually really got a very bad time. I think he must have spotted one guy, and now he definitely sees him coming out here. And this should be an easy finish to this round here. Happy trying his best, but it's not going to be enough. And Titan, I'm pretty sure that's the eco force. So now they're starting to gear it up here.
Yeah, they're starting to get some momentum. And this is that scary point for LDLC where they're starting to lose a grip on this lead, on this momentum that they had going into this. It should be a round of eco out of them at this point, because they don't even get a plan. If they had that $800 at this point, I think they would have gone for a buy, but it's going to be another round of eco it's going to be a round of eco now from LDLC. They've finally been forced off the rifles by Titan.
Yeah, and if this finished 7-8 for the first half here, in a normal game, if this was just starting, if Cash was the first map and LDLC made it 7-8, I think they'd be just fine. LDLC would be in a good position. They'd be happy about the results, but because they have that first map in the back of their minds, I think they need more than 7 rounds to really make this, to make them really comfortable for themselves.
Yeah. Certainly. They're going to have another attempt at least, too, with the buys. So they do have a little bit of an opportunity to get up to that 8th round, if not the 9th, depending on how things go. But for now, at least, they have to pace themselves a little bit because they are just sitting.
Oh.
Well, SmithZz has got that. He's got the headshot dialed in with the scout. Kenny not quick enough to react in that situation.
Bit of a Molotov being put up into the vents here. SmithZz trying for more, but Apex M4 is a little bit better here. And actually going to take a shot at AWPing here. Why not?
He's going for it. Is he just going to look for the shot with the USPS? You're cheating, Apex. You committed to the AWP. You stick to the AWP.
Kioshima hoping that someone's going to re-peek so he can get that jumping scout shot in, but he's making so much noise. This is going to be an easy kill for the remaining member, and Maniac actually be the one to pick it up there. So it is another round for Titan. Now let's see what LDLC can do, because this is another one of those tests, and Titan, they've already proven tonight that even when they start losing rounds, they're really good at bringing it back right away. And we have to see if LDLC are capable of the same thing.
Well, they're going to go for full rifles right now. No AWP picked up for SmithZz, despite the fact that he probably could have bought one. Considering the money he has, he's invested in nades. So this is going to be very interesting to see if actually, I mean, if LDLC are going to just be aiming for entry frags at this point and trying to speed up behind it. But look at this, they spread out across the map, and this is about as standard as a T approach to this situation as it can get.
Oh, are they going to Molotov the vents? Because actually there is someone boosted up there. That could be an interesting play. See Apex here, but right now nobody's throwing any Molotovs at on the terrorist side. It just looked like that one of the guys was in position for it. Happy is going to smoke off though. And this is going to be a bit of a timed aggression coming out from LDLC. Trying to get that mid control in. Flashes are in. And the grenades are raining up here. Can they make it happen? Maniac sprays down one, but that's not enough right now. Good entrance from LDLC.
NBK burning to death nearly there. He's got to be very careful. Drops down to 19 HP. Good nade onto short. That's going to wake somebody up. Existence dropped down to 60 HP. But LDLC is still maintaining that man advantage, and they've got somewhat control of mid. Existence is still poking about here. He's trying to keep eyes on vents, and he nearly catches a man out. He does manage to take out SmithZz, and a double kill for Existence. Kenny S steps in, and all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, LDLC are down to one man.
Yeah, that one man is shoxie, and if there's anyone you want to have in a one-on-X situation, it probably is this player. So let's see if he can actually live up to that reputation. AK in hand, he can make it a quick one-on-one here. He's almost caught with a grenade in hand, and he's going to get the shot right through the smoke. Takes down KQLY, and is going to have time, plenty of time to put down this bomb and even get into a better position. He has a couple of grenades, including one Molotov, so he can limit the entrances here. Kenny versus shoxie. Bit of a fight. He's already spotted the gun barrel, and he's waiting. Kenny putting one shot through shoxie. Now going for the Molotov. A little bit too late. The flash bangs out. Shoxie's going to go for the peek here. The flash works. He does the one-on-two. Unreal. That's a quad kill from Shox.
Look at that. Calm, cool, and collected as well. All in a day's work for Shox.
Yeah, leading by example, right? That's what we were talking about. That is one of those moments that really weighs a lot. It's not just LDLC winning around. It's also, again, trying to reclaim some of that confidence.
A 1v2 clutch, no less. It's great to see Shoxie still having that level. So smart play as well. Just playing the nades so well, baiting Kenny out into the open, and then once it comes down to it, does not miss the shot.
Well, he dropped Existence, or actually 1-on-3 at the end. Really impressive. Right. Really impressive work from Shoxie. And that's what they need him for. That's why he's a resource on this team.
They know exactly what Titan were up to. They're going to stop that. They stopped that boost from Maniac. Maniac wanting to get up into position, but Apex is going to get dropped down to 23 HP in the process, and that's certainly not going to be happy here. Although that nade, ouch.
Yeah, his ears are going to be ringing for a couple of weeks. Down to 25. Apex jumping very close here. Almost looked like he could have spotted him. Great flashbangs in and no chance at all. So Kenny, Apex both going in the same second here. This is looking like a really good first half for LDLC. If they win this round, Titan are going to be ecoing, and then they're just home safe.
Exactly. They're going to deal with a Titan force buy in the last round, and a 10-5 finish on Cash is excellent. So LDLC are poised to strike back, potentially setting themselves up to take this second map. But we aren't there yet. They're still trying to get into a site, and there's still KQLY alive with this AWP. And I think we all remember what he did to Fnatic on Dust 2. Goes for the shot and misses. Gets the flick, though, takes out SmithZz. He's going to get smoked, but did he hit the timing through the flash there? No, he did not. It's Existence who's getting a double kill.
Yeah, how did that happen now? There's 10 seconds left, and finally going to get the bomb down here. Happy coming up from behind. Has he made any noise? No, not quite, and Existence will fall, leaving KQLY in a very awkward position. You've got to wonder what he wants to do here, because if he gives up the AWP in an attempt to retake it, then they're going to have next to nothing for the final round, and if he runs away with it, That's still giving LDLC an unreasonable amount of rounds. But yeah, he's going to go for the save. Can't really do much of anything else. Now, the really exciting thing, this is a grand finals after all, is that Dust 2 is going to be the deciding map if it goes to it. And that's a perfect map to play on between these two teams. If you really want excitement, that's definitely going to happen there.
Oh yeah, it is. We just have to see if LDLC are going to be able to make the adjustments that Fnatic failed to in their semifinal match versus Titan when it comes down to it. But we're not there yet. We still have an entire half ahead of us here. KQLY does hold on to that AWP, so Titan will have a rifle to work with in this round, but basically they're going to be cracking every safe, trying to get as much out onto the field as they can here in this last round of the half. They have to stop LDLC from picking up 10 rounds. 10-5 would just be way too good, and they are going to be able to fit one rifle. They'll have a FAMAS to work with that AWP.
Again, with the mid control here from LDLC, and Titan have had a really hard time stopping it. And Molotov is going to, temporarily prevent them from getting into the vent, which is all right. Kenny's up close here by the sandbags, and they're actually going to go a little bit aggressive with the pistols in the middle, and Kenny somehow lands that shot on shoxie, so it's pretty good, but it's not good enough.
And then, yeah, exactly. Then NBK just rolls in. He has a barbecue. Existence, however, has been boosted up in defense, and this is very clever from him. He could have a great opportunity to drop the bomb carrier, and NBK's just waiting around this corner right now. He has no idea, and this is a freebie. Almost a double kill. Existence nearly sticks around. He gets dropped down to half, but he did the damage. That's what he needed to do. He got the information. He knows where the bomb is. And this is big. He sees one more guy here in mid, and Maniac is looking to go ahead and try and pick up one of these guns as well.
Yeah, sneaking up, and KQLY with a really important pick off there on Happy. Now SmithZz is scoped up at a good angle, but he actually unscopes just at the wrong time and maybe missed a kill then. Now, well, still got 35 seconds, 2-on-3 here. SmithZz with another miss. They are going to get the bomb down, so there's that going for the LDLC team. And Titan, obviously, being the 15th round, they're going to go straight for it. SmithZz misses the flick. Maniac's going to take him down now. It's all on kioshima. 1-on-3 here. Goes for a bit of a mad spray, and he's completely boxed in. There wasn't really much he could do there anyway. So Titan, they're going to make it 9-6, which is something, but I'm not sure it's enough.
It comes down to this second round pistol, basically. If LDLC can get a strong defense up and just get that lead, the real thing that frightens me here is that that's still 6 rounds for Titan, and we've just seen how excellent their T side has been all night, regardless of the map. So going into this one here, are Titan going to be able to keep the momentum going? Not really sure if they're going to have anything clever to throw apart from just the straight-up YOLO push that LDLC threw at them in the first half. Doesn't seem like you need to go much farther than that. Titan, they seem like this boulder that just starts rolling downhill. And
yeah.
I don't know if LDLC are going to be able to stop it.
Oh, we saw how much mid control meant to the LDLC team when they were on that terrorist side. A lot of the plays, they even when they just got in there and got a few kills and actually fell back from it, it still was either a source for map control or a source for kills for them. It didn't really matter which. It just works out for them. So I'm wondering if Titan are going to go for something similar, or if they are going to just focus on the bomb sites a little bit more. What they're setting up now is actually a very similar round to the one that LDLC ran in the first one, where the guy over B ended up backstabbing mid. Let's see. LDLC going really aggressive, and KQLY coming up with kills here. Titan off to a great start. That's a second kill coming up from KQLY, and Happy was trying to stay alive. Call for backup quick. It's not going to get there in time.
Fast enough, but he gets into a decent position. He could have stayed alive just a hair longer, but it's going to be a perfect round for Titan. And there you go.
And a triple kill from KQLY. That's very important, obviously.
Yeah. Well.
So, I mean, this is good news because in the beginning of this first half, it was 7 rounds in, and actually the beginning of the 8th round, he had 0 kills. Mm-hmm. And that's a huge problem. So for him to be able to sort of overcome that personal slump and get right back in the game, it's a sign of a quality player, and that's definitely what they need here. 9-7.
Yeah, LDLC also just going for full-on aggression as well. They just wanted to see if they can run in there and stop it, but NBK only saw the one guy. Not sure if he needed to commit after seeing that one guy either. Just not really sure. I think he just wanted to just try and run in. Just run in, do the best he could, get as much aggression out there, and see if Titan would be able to handle it. Unfortunately for him, it just didn't work, and then KQLY, of course, just steps in with the individual play. Apex already getting headshot, though, instantly, and NBK, this time around with that 5-7, makes it work.
Really nice pick off here. They do get the counter onto Shox, and actually if they speed up into this bomb site here, they should be able to get there just in time to take it, and they have 1 smoke left, so they can at least limit 1 entrance, and that's going to make a big difference here. SmithZz 1-on-4. Actually, KQLY coming in with even more kills here on Happy and the rest.
Yeah, KQLY playing a really smart position as the lurker right there for Titan, making sure that mid control was theirs and that LDLC wouldn't be able to rotate in fast from the A site to try and get into vents into checkered. That just wasn't possible with KQLY locking down that position so well. So LDLC now, it's just going to be SmithZz. If he can make a getaway with this Galil, that would be fantastic for him. But Titan have got 4 guys alive. They have to kind of get an idea of what's going on here. They have to, I mean, if they go over and find Apex and say, like, hey, by the way, Apex, did you spend about $2,000 this round on a rifle? Right. Okay, maybe we should go find that.
Yeah, they're certainly trying, but they're not going to find him. So, one Galil, unfortunately, this isn't a round where SmithZz had armor, so it's still going to be kind of cool to have a Galil, but I don't think it'll make a heavy impact in the next round unless Titan forget to check a corner that he's in or something like that.
The other side of that coin is that it's still fairly early on in the half, and Titan don't have huge money backing them. So guns that they lose, that's actually not going to be ideal for them. So if the opportunity was there, they could have got it. But it's still just as fair, just hanging back and making sure that they're actually going to hold on to all the guns that they have here. So they're 1 round away now from evening it up to a 9-9 situation. And LDLC, they still spent a little bit of money in this round. SmithZz picked up on Happy, and that Galil that was saved on SmithZz. We just have to see if SmithZz can come in big this time here for LDLC, because that gun, put to good use, could make the difference.
I definitely could. MBK does spot that corner being Molotov, but nobody's there, luckily. And now he's going to have a pretty hard time defending alone. As soon as he goes down, that actually gives up the A-bomb side. They don't have the bomb anywhere near, though. And Titan just hoping that LDLC make a lot of rotations, which they are. And they're ready all over the map to take care of what's happening here. Actually, kioshima, the only one picking up the kills. That's kind of cool from Titan. They set up in mid towards B and A. As soon as they kill one person, the rest of LDLC start rotating all over the map, and they just walk into set traps.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's just confidence on Titan's part. They know that they're going to be able to land those shots when it comes down to it. So clever play here from Titan. They continue to build bank, and they do have enough to be able to buy for at least one more round. If they were to lose this round, they can still buy up again, and that's not going to be a problem. Kenny will have that AWP if he wants it. But LDLC now, this is the big round, the 19th round, their first buy round in this half after having lost the pistol. And there is the AWP picked up on SmithZz, but it's a glass cannon op, which is a very scary situation. If he gets tagged, it can get hairy very quickly here.
Shall see. KQLY closing the door behind him like a gentleman. Not really a good angle. I think spraying from inside out is really dangerous. You can do it at an angle, but if you're straight on, they're probably just going to shoot right back at you. So glad that he changed his mind on that subject. MBK is kind of low on health. And there are 3 Molotovs on the Titan side, so they could go for a bunch of different plays here, including mollying up that vent. KQLY's actually one of the ones who does have one, so we'll see if they go for it here. I mean, if you do that before you take middle, it makes it a little bit easier. But again, they're just going to flash and maybe smoke their way in here. Yeah, so smoke in towards the main entrance and checking vents as well. Good opening kill here on from shoxie.
Yeah, that picks off Maniac. He was the scout for Titan over on that B site to get information as to the hold. And in the meantime, Titan, they're going over to that A site, looking to see if they can't put some pressure on here. They're going to be able to get up short, and I can't even finish my sentence before MBK's already picked up Kenny. SmithZz steps in with that AWP, and KQLY's out of the picture. This is shaping up to be a very good round for LDLC.
Apex does, that was existent getting a shot through the smoke, but he's still going to get shot down. And Apex saving an AK somewhere. 10 seconds left, there's no doubt about that. So it will be a 10th round for LDLC, and it's about time, you know, the second half again, just like Titan, they're in a similar position. If you lose too many rounds in a row, it does become a little bit painful. And Titan, they made it LDLC had a 5-1 lead at the beginning of the first half. So kind of the similar situation here, actually, for both teams.
Being able to bounce back somewhat here. But that was a crucial round for LDLC. Their first buy round is always so important. So them being able to pick that up is going to be a big play here. Now we have to see if they're going to be able to weather the storm again, because look at this. On the T side, Titan are going for a double up play. This is downright dirty.
Definitely unusual, but it's kind of cool because it's been working previously, so might as well just keep going for it. 2 people down by sandbags, and Apex already picked off one on SmithZz. Are they going to suspect a second one? Very likely not. That's unusual to have 2 people in that spot, so they might just consider that one a checked part of the map and move on, and that would be a mistake.
Yeah, they're looking like they were wanting to cut into this into checkered right now, and it looks like they're going to be able to get in through the defense here. There's 2 guys holding, although one of them may have to rotate into CT spawn. Apex is the one taking point. He's going to be the man looking for that entry frag to open up this B site, but Kiyoshima's in position to stop this from CT. Can he get the shot on Apex? Loses the duel. Apex clears it up. shoxie with a great shot onto Apex to slow things down. He's got the smoke as well to try and play the angle. He needs to land this shot again, but he's not going to get it.
Oh, and that leaves Happy alone in a very unfortunate 1-on-3 here. Actually, a very interesting push from Titan. They're showing us some stuff all the time, because What I thought was going to happen in that push was I thought for sure that kioshima was going to see a smoke popping out in front of him. And in fact, Titan snuck all the way into the bomb site and they took the fight straight on with him. Because normally you'd just be putting up a smoke to avoid that. And it's very interesting that they decided to walk all that way without doing much of anything here. So Happy, well, he could save an M4. They're not even looking for him right now. But Titan are going to equalize the other way. And if we bring up the scoreboard really quick, let's see what LDLC's money look like. It's not exactly great.
No, that's not an uplifting sight right now if you're an LDLC fan. That money is definitely, it's all over the place, really. This is the problem with, winning a round, losing a round, right? Your money's going to end in a seesaw. 3 guys having somewhat decent money, but then 2 of them aren't going to be able to buy at all. So it comes down to whether, at this point, LDLC, they want to go for something crazy like a SmithZz buy. But there's still plenty of rounds left in this half, so that would be a bit of an odd choice. Better to eat the eco, make sure you stabilize a little bit, but no, there you go. They're going to go ahead for it. They have enough barely to go ahead and actually pick up some rifles. So it's not the end of the world here.
Oh, well, it's the shoxie glass cannon here. Kenny going to be peeking out, and he does get the return frag there. So kioshima took down Maniac, but that's one of the big investments on LDLC already gone. Doesn't mean they lose the round just yet, but this is definitely a little bit scary. And again, the same AWP that was picked up on Mirage by shoxie. An attempt to make that power play and bring it back in his team's favor. It doesn't maybe work out exactly like he had imagined.
They're losing MBK isn't going to help either. Titan with the man advantage, and they're going to start converging as well. There is 1 man holding on this site for LDLC. Bit of a tricky spot for him, but he's got 2 angles to watch from as well. Not an obvious target, but this might get checked here by Existence, although Happy not going to give him the opportunity, already lighting him up, and Existence gets out of it with 4 HP. Now they know exactly where Happy is, however. He needs to make like 1 epic jump over the door, get out of there in 1 piece.
Oh, there's no getting out from this situation. The Molotov is going to buy some time, but Happy will fall down. Now kioshima and SmithZz are left. This is a 2-on-4 and a very big round here for Titan. This is going to be the round lead for the first time in this game or in this map. If they can pick it up, and SmithZz, he's hiding in that smoke right by the forklift. Going to be walking around the corner. Apex will drop him. And kioshima in a very tough 1-on-3, but he's going to try. It seems he's still sticking around. He feels like he has enough time. The bomb has only just been planted. That smoke's going to make it even more difficult, and they know exactly where he is. They've heard him running in, and Existence hiding in that corner. 1 bullet will take care of him, but yeah, kioshima out of time.
Titan are playing that so very well. That's exactly what Titan have to do. Hold around the angles, make sure that he has to come to you. 1v3 situation, unless Titan peek, it's a nigh impossible situation for kioshima to come out on top in. So this is just looking like, kioshima is still going to be able to find that AWP that shoxie dropped. So he does manage to save a very expensive rifle. But the important bit here is that Titan get yet another round on the board. Well,
that is actually hugely important, because what it means is that the risk that shoxie took is really heavily minimized by that. I mean, losing the round is still bad, but it does make up for it. So that's heads-up play from kioshima. I like that. It's a tiny detail, right? 22nd round is coming up, and they are going to be ecoing. AWP on SmithZz, charging on speed bomb site. Maybe if he's fast, no, Kenny is just a little bit faster. And the refrag, or the re-attempt here, and Kenny's actually going to be the one taking the hit this time.
Yeah, they traded 1 for 1. Oh, and then there's surprise Maniac. He's going to go for it, but kioshima manages to come out on top here. 2 guys here as well for LDLC, but already the rotation coming in from Titan. They don't want LDLC to be able to pick up that gun, but not quick enough there. kioshima manages to dart forward and snap that up. Good rifle to use here for LDLC. They still have that AWP that's now residing on shoxie after SmithZz got picked off initially.
They have the open. They also have the stolen AK. So things are looking even a little bit better at this point. KQLY, though, right at the edge. And they have a lot of time to waste just looking at corners like this. Still 55 seconds. So if LDLC do make a mistake, they're going to be ready for it.
Yeah, question is, does KQLY manage to check forklift before he overextends? He isn't going to see anybody there. They're just listening right now, LDLC. That's Happy waiting on the other side of the boxes, but KQLY's going to take point. He's just looking to see if anybody's going to take a peek, and nobody is. LDLC right now, they've got ice in their veins, and KQLY's going to pick up 1, and Apex finds the other. Just like that, they open up a site, but until shoxie rolls in and picks up a great frag.
And you've got to question, is this a good idea or not? Kenny will take down shox, and so the orb this time is lost. They've saved it for, well, 1 round, but it's not enough. kiyoshima's going to be running away, and this time there's not going to be an orb for him to save anywhere.
This time around, he just has to make it out of there with that AK. He still has the Kevlar as well, which is great for him. A little bit of money saved, $650 right in the next round, but this is still just very frustrating for LDLC to find themselves in these sorts of positions as well.
They're a really persistent team, Titan. You can tell that they really don't give up. This is going to be a 2-round lead. And, well, kioshima does pick up that kill. Maybe he can actually save an orb either way. Not sure what's if he's going to get it or not, but we'll see in just a couple of seconds here. But a 2-round lead for Titan, and the economy for LDLC is still in shambles.
That's the important bit right now. We may actually have another eco round here, but it's going to be the buy. They do have enough money there because it was an eco before, so it's all right. LDLC, rifles on board. They've got some nades as well. No helmet, 1 kit on Kioshima.
Yeah, he saved the AK instead of the AWP, as we can tell here. Probably didn't have much of a chance to work forward and pick it up. It does make a big difference, though.
May have forced Titan to actually buy another one. So getting Titan to spend some money is actually a pretty big win, even if he decides not to save it. But then Kenny S manages to catch NBK peeking at the door. Gentleman, he closes it behind him.
And because of the new tracers, I'm guessing he probably knows that someone is up there. They should know. KQLY walking in anyway and looking at the wrong angle. So maybe Kenny didn't spot the tracers then. But once you shoot through something, there's that outline of smoke right afterwards.
I'm surprised that Happy is staying in this position, though. Now that he's given it away, that he's hiding up there, why does he stay? Kenny's going to walk right up there and pick him off, and it's a 3-on-3 now. Titan gearing up to take this A site. They've got the mollies, they've got the nades. They're going to bombard the entire thing. Kenny's still here, however, and they're just looking to get out as fast as possible. Apex with a great flash to lead the way, and he's going to get 1. Could get 2, but shoxie shuts him down.
Yeah, must-win situation here for LDLC. They can't let it go any further, but kioshima, again, seems like he's finding himself in a lot of clutch situations. As he's going to have to come up big this time. They can't let this continue. No bomb plan yet, so he's got some time to work with. It's going to be walking in, and Existence, the Belgian leader, will take him down. A Titan, 3-round lead. They're only 3 rounds away from taking the grand finals here at Dreamhack Stockholm Invitational.
Fresh team, and on their first land together, and already on the brink of picking up a final. 3 rounds away, you're right. And LDLC, they're going to have to wake up here. But this is such a difficult position for LDLC. They have to eco. As we can see, their money is kind of spread out right now. If they eco, they're just going to have to shut down Titan at 14, basically. But Titan they've already been making all the right calls as to entries and to which site they want to converge on. Kenny S is just having a field day. Great example there of JW style of play, right? Sees that in AWP, gets the job done. You're the one-man army.
That's what it is. MVK coming up with the flank, which would have been a great idea if his teammates were still alive over here. I mean, that would have probably worked really well. But because they all died to Kenny, it kind of ends up being a little bit mute. Oh. They're still talking on LDLC's side, which in itself is a healthy sign, right? They haven't mentally surrendered, but it's not exactly smiles on their faces at this point.
No, they're looking a bit frustrated, actually.
3 AWPs on the LDLC side, so this is the answer. All right, what beats a double AWP? It's apparently the triple AWP. It's basic mathematics for you guys out there.
Question is, do Titan lead the way here? And if Kenny decides to peek, or KQLY, they've got the double up. They've still stuck with the double up on Titan, which is ridiculous. T side, but Happy's going to beat KQLY out. And now, Happy looking for another target here on the A side. The door is open as well, but he's covered from that position. So it's just Kenny lurking. Once again, looking for somebody to come and peekaboo. Oh, and he misses his smoke. MBK had a great opportunity. Drops him down to 10 HP, but Kenny's going to get out intact.
He's actually shooting at his own teammate there for a while. Kenny was shooting at Apex. I think that was a big communication issue there on Titan, and maybe a little bit of confusion. So currently the triple AWP setup works, and if they win this round, I mean, clearly the only answer for Titan has to be picking up 4 AWPs. That's just logic right there. Existence taking a fight. MBK with the M4 is going to take him down, and that's the bomb dropped in the middle here. Kenny will finally come on with a kill, and a no-scope as well. Takes down MBK, but Happy is there to end it. And 2 AWPs still alive, and Maniac on 9 health. And looks like LDLC are finally going to put at least a momentary end to Titan's reign.
Now that reign of terror, but still huge plays for coming in from Kenny. LDLC can't afford to be spending that money. He still manages to make a difference for his team, but I mean, Titan are still just kind of floating around the map. This time around, LDLC were able to get the drop on them.
I'm calling it now. It has to be the quad AWP. There's no other solution.
They are not crazy enough to go for a quad AWP. Maybe double, maybe triple AWP in SGAR 20. I'd go that way. Could meet you halfway, maybe.
You have to follow through on the logic. That's still really impressive by Kenny. There's only 1 AWP.
For a second there, I thought that there were going to be 4. But it's Kenny is actually beating Happy this time around. The duel does not go LDLC's way. Titan getting that entry, and when Kenny picks up the entry in general, Titan win that round. So this is a very scary situation for LDLC.
The big question is maybe having just Kenny opening is kind of like having 4 opens anyway when he really goes nuts. shoxie is actually going for something really brave here, and he's going to be walking out. Kenny will pick up that kill. More peeking coming in, and Maniac is there to support. It's the body system in work again. Kioshima is down, and this is very likely going to be match and map point here. LDLC can't actually fight this. They don't have the money to throw away these rifles. They gotta fight for overtime at this point. There's no other choice.
Exactly. NBK is the only man walking around here, seeing if he can't find an exit frag. But Titan have got plenty of money. Money is not the problem for them. They're going to go on the hunt. And Titan, they know that if they can manage to take these guns off of LDLC are going to be broke in the last round. SmithZz decides to take that shot on KQLY, thus giving away his position. So Titan do have a place to go and look for him now.
Yeah, but NBK still hiding in the middle and trying to see if he can pick up more people. I mean, it's an all right idea here, but LDLC, but this is going to be dangerous. Nice play from SmithZz, in fact. I mean, staying alive right now is everything to these last 2 players. These 2 rifles can literally be the difference between LDLC getting a chance to stay and extend overtime or just losing the grand finals right here and now. That's what it's down to. High fives all around here. It's like a wave of high fives going through the Titan team. That's a nice little feature. So here it comes. LDLC, a much better performance from them here on the second map than it was on the third. But they're still 4 rounds away from getting the overtime in. AWP on both sides. The Titan team, having already taken down Fnatic in this Invitational, looking to do the same to their French compatriots. And more team damage coming in here. Kenny, look at that. That must have been a bit of a glance over at his teammate there. Is that really necessary?
I don't know if it was necessary, but right now this is looking like it's going to be necessary for LDLC to come up with a miracle play here. They're going to keep their hopes alive at the title.
And look, here's the problem with giving up mid control. It's a really nice illustration. At some point, you could bet you this guy up in A is going to walk back and take a look. And actually, it happens just as he unscopes. That is some unreal timing, and SmithZz is going to capitalize on that one. That, I don't know how that happened. It's a great idea from Kenny. That was bound to happen eventually. And that's actually, I mean, LDLC come out on top of a play there that they definitely shouldn't have.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Kenny had somebody watching his back as well. Happy will manage to find existence. This is going to slow things down now. 2-man advantage for LDLC. Apex is going to come into mid looking for the shot. He's going to get a long-range spray. Get right style on Happy. That could potentially give an opening here towards this B site. Titan looking like they want to speed up here, but there's 2 guys alive, and they're going to be throwing down the smokes. They've got the flashes as well. All of this time getting burned off this clock, and 15 seconds is all Titan have to work with.
Smart defense from LDLC right here. This is really buying so much time for the rotation to come in. 8 seconds left, 7 seconds. And they're stuck inside the bomb site. They can't plant, but they can't get out either. KQLY just trying to hide inside, and he's not going to make it happen. So LDLC get a step closer to seeing that overtime. At this point, similar, we want to see that third map.
Oh, we want to see that third map. We want this to go to dust too.
Look at this nonsense. That's existence, in fact. Maybe he was trying to, speed him up. Gotta go faster.
I don't know if that works anymore, man.
No, but I meant like, shooting at his feet.
Yeah, exactly.
Grenading behind him.
It's like a rocket jump, but CS style.
Yeah. Raheem would be happy. Kioshima going to be walking forward, crouched and everything, and Maniac is actually at a pretty good corner here, and he's still going to go down. Doesn't even manage to fire his gun then. shoxie just a little bit too fast, and then they fall back, which is a good idea, I think.
Yeah, which is a very smart play. Back off. There's no reason to stay around there and potentially give Titan the opportunity to get that return frag. LDLC back off, keep the man advantage, and now they're just going to play on the info because Titan, they're down a man, and it looks like Titan are gearing up for that A play again. LDLC, though, not really making the right call. They do have a man floating on short and 1 in connector, though, so they would be able to lend a hand here on A site fairly quickly, and the play begins.
Great timing with the grenades here from LDLC. Very impressive. Just as they were about to be Molotoved out into an AWP scope, they actually flashed their way out instead. So I don't know how they managed to do that, but they did. And now LDLC picking up some great kills here. KQLY going to go down as well. There's existence left in a 1-on-4, and he's going to be dropped 13 to 15. And Titan can't have that much money left here. The overtime can really happen.
Yeah, they have to be very close to the line. Do they play it on the 30th round? And is that what it comes down to here on this second map? LDLC fighting their way back from the edge. This is so sick. This is the finals that we were all hoping for here.
Yeah.
Apex just goes for a Galil. This is all they have.
And that's pretty just because he had the money to begin with. Yeah, he's still around 2,000. He's just been equalized with his team. One Galil going to make the difference? I'm not a believer in it, but I don't mind that he did it. I just think it's highly unlikely there's one Galil is going to win them the round.
If he's got the money in the next round, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
He's doing that because he's going to have guaranteed enough money to be able to buy what he wants in the next round. So it's not the end of the world if he goes for it. Could be interesting if he manages to inflict some real damage here to LDLC.
I mean, it'd be the Galil of Destiny, essentially, if he manages to pick this up. That's a very nice flick from kioshima, controlling it right there. Another one comes in, and Existence, well, Galil or not, he's wandering around the middle.
All by his lonesome. But look, MBK, he's going to spot out his old leader. And, you know, didn't want him to feel too lonesome there. So LDLC now managed to bring it back to round 30. This is it. Is it going to be overtime, or is it going to be, or are Titan going to win the title? It's all decided in this round.
Yeah, it's fitting, right? Grand finals, you got to have a game this close at least once. So yeah, the 30th round coming up, and we'll see. 15-14, double up on the LDLC side, all AKs on the Titan side. They have plenty of grenades though, and this is not such a big deal. I mean, Kenny's been great with the ult, but I think he can do just fine with an AK anyway. kioshima walking out here, and it's going to be a quick trade, and Apex still alive, but not for long. SmithZz was there, and Happy will pick up Kenny. 2 kills away from overtime. Existence and KQLY trying to see if they can salvage the situation, but that's a perfect flashbang, and shoxie will pick it up. If MBK can get the last kill, we're looking at a team ace here from LDLC to finish it and force us into overtime. KQLY sneaking up, but what could he possibly do? He's got the time, he's got the bomb. He's got no friends left to try and help him out on this one, and he's going about it methodically. Smoke going to go up here, but I don't think he's counting on the guy in checkered right now.
No, that's the thing. Guy in checkered could ruin everything for him here. And there's also the flank coming around as well. He's about to get closed in on. He does manage to perhaps land the shot, but it's not going to happen. And they do manage it in the end. LDLC run it back to overtime. So they're not done. They fought their way back, and this is sick. We're going to have to go to overtime to settle this.
Who would have thought it? I mean, LDLC had a really good start to this, but once Titan got to 13-10, that 3-round lead, I was getting ready to throw in the towel and say, that's it, just tap out. LDLC, you took a beating in that first map, you're taking a beating here at the end as well. It feels like the end is near, but apparently not.
Apparently they're perfectly capable of running it back. They got their strong start in this in the first half here on Cash. They showed that they were capable of chaining rounds together and actually bringing the fights to Titan, who it looked like they just couldn't be stopped today. And now we go into overtime where it's all going to be settled. The first team to win 4 rounds in this overtime. We're looking for a 19 scoreline here.
Now, a pattern has actually begun to emerge from the LDLC side, which is the willingness to push pretty aggressively over at B. And I'm wondering if Titan have picked up on it. There's been so many fights with LDLC running out over there. If they become too predictable, that's something that could definitely hurt them. So right now they're not doing it, and I'm kind of happy. I'm glad that they're not, because I feel like that's something that Titan have to have picked up on. And you can see by how far back Maniac is holding over there on that side of the map that they definitely know that this is something that they've been doing a lot.
I like this double boost coming out here from Titan. Apex taking point over here, looking to see if he can't pick anybody up in short. There is going to be a man in checkered there right around the corner, so this could be a bit of a firefight. There's the volley, but he still gets that kill. Super Q. He does the job. Apex gets plucked, and now we're looking at a 4v5. Titan speeding up for this B site, but kioshima is still alive here, and he still has shoxie backing him.
Yeah, and the Molotov's actually going to buy time. That's definitely a round that or a situation that kioshima couldn't have come out of. Almost gets the second headshot here and actually takes down Kenny to 24. kioshima doing a fair amount of work right now. And now the rest of LDLC have shown up on the spot, so Titan have actually missed their timing window.
Yeah, Happy getting caught. Existence and KQLY, though, getting 2 big frags. kioshima is still very low, but Kenny shooting his teammate in the back. That's not going to help things here. We don't want to be helping LDLC, and he's like, thanks, great. Good help there.
But Maniac's there. shoxie peeking out against a bunch of people. SmithZz now 1-on-3 here is going to get the first kill and make it into a 1-on-2. They still haven't got the bomb down. 15 seconds, and Maniac. That's a nice walking headshot. I feel confident in saying that Titan probably shouldn't have come out of that situation. If they'd got the opening kill on kioshima, they would have rushed right into B and just cracked that round open. But the problem is, as soon as kioshima threw down that Molotov, that bought so much time for the rest of LDLC to actually get to the bomb site. So that should have been the closing moment for Titan, and it wasn't.
Perhaps. Then again, I'm not sure if LDLC actually had the information as to where they were. And when it did come into it, just 2 very quick kills gave that site practically there to Titan. Happy rotating in. Peekaboo runs into the man in vents. This sort of thing, it seemed to me like LDLC weren't exactly sure, but still, Kioshima will find Kenny. So there's the opening frag here. Once again, Kioshima coming in big here for LDLC, and they failed to get the refrag on him. Maniac not going to manage to be there in time.
Yeah, 2 guys inside the bomb site and very close by in the vent here is Existence. So, yeah, potentially a 3-man setup here. He's actually walking in with his back turned. That's scary as hell. Now they're going to be peeking him, and Maniac will take him down. Existence, or sorry, Smith, what that was, looking the wrong way at the wrong time. Grenade to follow. It's going to be the touchdown here, and it will finish off Kioshima.
Getting caught behind those boxes. KQLY taking some damage at mid, but he's still managing to find the headshot on NBK, and it's just shoxie and Happy alive. shoxie gets the first one, though. Brings it back to a 2-on-3, but this molly forces him out into the open, and KQLY does not miss the opportunity. This is looking like another Titan round, and the issue here is that LDLC, they lost the first round on CT. They're about to lose the second. Anders, they're not going to have any money left for the third.
Now, 2 of them can go for FAMAS's. shoxie really will go for FAMAS too. If they save this AWP, it actually won't be completely terrible, but one of them will definitely have a pistol, and the amount of grenades will be very limited. So it is really far from ideal right now for LDLC, and after such a good showing here, it'd be a real shame if they just got 4-0'd in the overtime. Yeah, we're looking for the first team to get to 19 rounds.
Exactly right. There's Happy, gets that parting shot on KQLY, who was running around the map looking for him. And Titan, they have plenty of money. They don't care about this. They just want to find Happy. If they can get this rifle off of him, this would be a huge win for Titan. And they're going to look to sandwich him in here. They know that he's around in the squeaky room, takes the shot, manages to find the man, and that is going to be it. Very nicely done there by Happy. He should be able to live through.
All right. Final shot here for LDLC to bring around in on the first half of the overtime. And the equipment, well, the AWP saved, sure, but let's see, guessing 3 FAMAS's and 1 pistol. Again, at least the guy with pistol can probably buy a bunch of grenades, so they'll have that going for them. And actually, no, they do get up to Enforce, and even a max 7 here. So that's interesting.
Very limited nades, though. 2 smoke nades, a couple flashes. It's not a whole lot of fireworks here for LDLC to stop the Titan push when it decides to come through, because Titan are fully equipped. They've got everything they need here. Even though it doesn't really feel like the nades have been like everything for them, it really does feel like the bullets have been coming through for Titan.
Yeah. Those can be more important sometimes.
Yeah. Bits of lead flying through the air. All right. Now there's there you go, Smith with that swag. He's going to pick up 1. Happy manages to strike this back, turns it into a 2-for-1 trade. KQLY's going to rush in, and Happy misses the shot point blank. We're back into a 3-on-3.
Oh, and they spot another one here. KQLY walking out, a lot of confidence, but NBK has the same, and 2-on-3 here. Still plenty of time. Maniac taking a fight in the middle. Got to be a little bit careful, and that's an expert spray. Takes down Kioshima. Now they're going to be walking right into shoxie, and almost with a knife out here. Now 2-on-2, and they know where shoxie is. They have no idea where NBK is, and they're going to be walking back. They're just ignoring him.
They're like, okay, he's not actually following us right now. And shoxie's going to get them boxed in here. He's going to be right behind them at mid. This could be a huge opportunity as NBK takes a shot. Unfortunately for him, he misses it, and it looks like Titan, they could, this is going to keep LDLC guessing. They can't know that they're going to be coming in through CT. They could just be wrapping around through B. Where did they go? NBK is looking. He's looking for any kind of information at all, and he has nothing.
Oh, and now he's in a very bad position, but he's going to go down as well. That's Maniac picking up a double kill for himself, leaving shoxie to clutch it. 1-on-2, and this he has to do. The bomb's going to go down with 3 seconds left exactly, and shoxie's already made a lot of noise, so they must have a pretty good idea. They even have Molotovs and grenades. Titan have so much equipment to do this with, but shoxie's going to pick up the first one, and now it's him versus Maniac. The one flash in, shoxie's going to peek behind, looks behind the barrel, and it's not going to be enough. Maniac, triple kill. And that is 18-15 here at the first half of the overtime. Very impressive from Titan.
Absolutely. And this time around, the clutch machine shoxie just couldn't do it. 1v2, even managing to pick up Existence from that site. But the flash in, and Maniac turns away, not blind at all, and gets the job done. Very clever play from Titan as well, managing to get through into connector like that, back into CT. NBK, he was expecting them. You could see it in his movement. He was looking short, expecting them mid, or expecting them to come through A main. He never expected them to wrap around on him through CT like that. So it's just peekaboo moment, and Titan just so smart with their game. Going into it, this potential final round, this is it. Now we have Titan swapping over to the CT side. It's going to be LDLC on the offense.
And look at the kill distribution on the Titan team here. Really, nobody is lagging behind any longer. Not KQLY, not anyone else. He's at 18, but that's not far behind the rest of his team here. So that's, again, some great cohesion coming out on the Titan side right now. The best LDLC can do is double overtime. That's what they're fighting for. Titan, they're just looking for that one chink in the armor, that mistake that LDLC might do, and they're going to take the grand finals.
It's looking like they have an idea here about what they want to do. LDLC already preparing for nades in mid. This is going to be able to open things up for them, perhaps. Yeah, definitely got an idea of what they want to plan here. Nades all over mid. They're going to just rush right out. The smokes go in, and Apex, he's going to miss quite a bit of vision here. Although that nade does go wide, this is not ideal. He can still look out through connector.
Yeah, it lands a little bit too far forward there. Maniac looking over the smoke, trying to catch somebody. And it's actually going to be playing the edge of the smoke really well here. This is some great play coming out from Maniac. He gets the 1 kill, drops the bomb. shoxie's quick with the return, though. 30 seconds is not a lot of time right now for LDLC. They got to get into this bomb site quickly and see if they can avoid losing anyone. Apex turning around, and perfect timing. shoxie's gone, and now LDLC are in a very deep hole here. kioshima and SmithZz, that they have the equipment to buy their way out of this one. Apex will take a headshot now. SmithZz in a 1-on-3, and this is the tournament life here for LDLC. He picks up one more.